many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Good morning, and thank you for tuning in to Good Morning Vail. That is a shot going down into Glenwood Canyon. You can see the roads are dry, the sun is out, and everything looks nice and green after some of these rainfall sessions that we've had each day. Weather has been very persistent, and we're going to move over to Maddie here in a little bit to talk a little bit more about what's going on in our local weather. But today, Wednesday, July 20th, if today's your birthday, you're going to share that with Carlos Santana, who is 75 years old. Giselle Bundchen, who you may know is Tom Brady's wife, she turns 42. Guitarist J.J. French of Twisted Sister turns 70 years old today. And country singer T.G. Shepherd is 78 years old. So if today's your birthday, happy birthday. Now, a popular, very, very famous thing that happened on this day, July 20th, 1969, Apollo 11 took 3 astronauts into outer space. Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, and Michael Collins, all 3 were 39 years old on Apollo 11 and got off on the Eagle, landed on the moon, and that's where we got "The Eagle has landed." And then the most famous quote from Neil Armstrong, that is, "One small step for man, one giant step for mankind." So that happened this day back in 1969. We've got a big show for you today. We've got FX coming in, and that is the Educational Foundation of Eagle County. We're going to have Jake Wolf and Wendy Rimmel in for that. And then Sergeant Chris Botkins from the Vail Police Department is going to come in. We're going to talk about things that are going on with the police department in the community, that they're out doing some outreach programs, and what's going on and that you need to be aware of so you can be safe and sound out there on the roads and out there hiking and biking on the trails. But before we get into all that, we're going to take it over to our weather. Maddie Evans, give us what's going on in our local weather forecast.
Thanks so much, Kevin. Yeah, let's take a look at that local weather forecast for today. We've been seeing quite a bit of moisture roll in, and we all know that we desperately need it, especially as we saw that little fire take place down in Gypsum and Eagle area. We could use all of that precipitation to come our way. Throughout the course of today, we are running a higher chance of moisture, 50% chance of rainfall, 62 degrees around 8 a.m., a high of 80. Like I said, that 50% chance of rainfall, mostly sunny skies, isolated thunderstorms in the afternoon, southwest winds 5 to 15 miles an hour. Now, as we take a look at Vail by the hour, you can slowly see that cloud coverage increasing. So beautiful sunshine, mostly sunny, and then scattered thunderstorms. We saw this yesterday afternoon as well. There was quite a bit of lightning and quite a bit of thunder. So if you have a dog at home that's scared of it, like I do, yesterday was an interesting event. Now, as we take a look at that I-70 corridor, maybe you're headed down to the Front Range. 95 degrees in Denver, a little bit of sunshine, chance of precipitation, 80 degrees in Vail, 84 in Avon, 87 in Eagle, and you can see we are expecting that 40% chance of precipitation down in Eagle. That low pressure system sitting above the I-70 corridor right now, hopefully going to bring us that precipitation, help with that wildfire danger. As we take a look at Vail overnight tonight, temperatures cooling down, 50 degrees is our overnight low, 30% chance of moisture, partly cloudy skies, that sun going down just a little bit earlier, 8:30 p.m. is when it's going to go down tonight. West-southwest winds 5 to 15 miles an hour. Now, as we take a look ahead into the next 5 days, tomorrow, 82 degrees, 30% chance of moisture rolling in. Continuing into Friday with that 30% chance of precipitation. By the weekend, though, we're going to see that increase quite a bit. 50% chance of moisture on Saturday and Sunday, and then temperatures cooling down just a little bit by Monday with a 40% chance of precipitation. Until then, though, we're going to see those temperatures up into the 80s. If you're getting out to do anything, just make sure that you're prepared for those warmer temperatures, and also you wear your sunscreen, even though we're going to see quite a bit of cloud coverage. We want to thank Lamina Jewelers for bringing you this weather report this morning. If you're looking for a great place to go shopping for fine jewelry or fossils and minerals, they're your one-stop shop for all you need. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we're going to help you go on your merry way with the Eagle Valley Library District and a great adventure.
Good morning, Vail.
Live life to the fullest and relax with Simply Massage. With the lowest prices in the Vail Valley, there is something for everyone. We offer Swedish, deep tissue massages, neuromuscular, reflexology, and cupping. Treat yourself to aromatherapy with essential oils or CBD oils. We offer 60 or 90-minute packages. Go to simplymassage.com or call 970-748-1600 to book an appointment today.
I've been helping homeowners improve their home for a lot of years. They think it's intimidating, but it actually can be a lot of fun.
And we're here to help.
There you go.
Dad's the expert, but I've learned a few things along the way.
Practical, realistic home improvement information is what today's homeowner is all about.
There's nothing like turning your house into your home, and that's what we help you do every week.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Flashback on Vail Valley. Hard to keep a secret when you are getting interviewed on TV8. We're taking a look back in time at vintage TV8 segments. If you'd like any more information or to see any more vintage or classic cuts from TV8, check out tv8vail.com. Taking a look back in time right here on TV8.
Good morning, Vail.
When we think libraries, we only think books, but that is not the case here at the Eagle Valley Library District, as they are the emporium of possibilities. And oh man, do we have possibilities behind us. And we've got Tegan Davis to walk us through all of the fun things. Yeah. Tegan, thank you so much for meeting us.
Oh, thanks for coming and exploring with us. We appreciate that.
Exploring is the perfect word, especially because everything that's around us, you can take on an adventure.
You can, and hopefully adventures will be had with these. So that's what we wanted to supply. We have an outdoors community, so we wanted to have some materials to get people outside and enjoy their hobbies.
And so starting kind of on the far end, we've got some nice trekking poles. If you just need that little bit of support, you don't want to buy them, maybe you just need them for one solid 14er.
Right.
This is the place to come.
Or you want to test them out before you commit, or you have some guests or family coming in, and this is a good way to get them on the hill, and it does reduce the impact on your knees especially. So I highly recommend trekking poles.
And it's so nice. All you have to do is get a library card and you can come in and take any of the fun stuff that we're going to talk about. Okay, so next.
Okay, adventure pack. So you got your children, your family, you're out in Sylvan Lake. There's bugs. You can collect them. You can look at them. You can work on your orientation skills. We've got all sorts of goodies in here. And this bag is actually curated by Walking Mountains. And then we partnered with them they curated the bag, and then we check it out so that you can get some nature education as you're out and about with your family. There's all sorts of fun things. This one's my favorite, cup the bug, and then you can really look at it. So magnifying glass. There's just all sorts of fun, amazing things in this pack.
Are you bold enough to just cup the bug? I would have to do it on the ground.
Most likely on the grounds. Yeah. I had one when I was little, and I got a bee, and I was very afraid to let go of the bee.
Right. You were like, it's going to be angry when it comes.
And then new to the collection of our library of things, we have disc golf. So there are courses within the valley, and so if you're new to the sport and you want to try it, we have the disc for you. Give it a whirl, have a good time outside, and then we also have bocce ball. So if you got some bunch of friends, again, if you don't want to commit, you just want to try it, we have a set for you to check out at the library.
Or if you're just doing like a weekend barbecue and you just need that little bit of yard entertainment, this is the place to come because you guys have everything.
We're working on it, and so this is part of Library of Things, and so we are in collection of things for people to check out.
All right, we're just going to keep going because there's so many objects around me, I feel like we have to get through them all.
Good. So what you're holding right now is a solar-powered light that you can use camping, and you can hook up your phone and it will charge it for you so that you can be out and about on the mountains and not worry about your phone dying.
Or the battery pack dying because it's solar. Amazing. We love when things are good for the environment.
Exactly.
All right, I'm going to grab this lovely red bag and bring it right over here for you to talk all about.
Okay, so this was a partnership with Colorado Parks and Wildlife, and this is the State Park Pass. There's 42 state parks that you can travel to. You can come to the library, check out a state park pass for 7 days, and visit the park for free. In the bag, of course, includes some, some guidebooks, flora, fauna, so you know what you're looking at. But yeah, it's a great thing to take along and explore Colorado with.
The adventure pack and
Pairs nicely.
so nicely, because then you can be looking at flora, fauna under the little cupping microscope and really just get your education on.
Get immersed into our wildlife and into our atmosphere of Colorado.
And then maybe you're missing some camping gear. As summer approaches, you're like, oh man, we're 2 chairs short for this camping trip.
Or you have someone tagging along that you weren't expecting. We do have camping chairs, so you can check out a camping chair. Or if you want to go and you want to see the live concerts here in Avon, and you forgot all your gear and you didn't schlep it over, come to the library with your library card and you can check out some stuff.
It's so easy, and I think people don't understand the possibilities that come from being a card holder at the library here with the Eagle Valley Library District. You guys not only have so many opportunities for great products to check out, but you also have so many great programs people can participate in as well.
We do, and so this summer we have our summer learning program for all ages, so you can win prizes for reading. So we're trying to make it fun all summer long, as well as free programs for kids all the way up to adults. So kids, teens, adults, stop on by, get your reading log, earn prizes for reading, and have a good time this summer at the libraries.
And then let's just talk about the process of getting a library card, because I just got mine and it took all of 5 minutes.
You just need to come in with photo ID. It can be your driver's license, it could be your ski pass, your gym pass, anything with your picture on, and you will walk out the door with a library card. We try to make it so simple.
It's that simple for people to have access to all of these great items and all of these things that you may want to have throughout the summer.
Exactly, for free. So come on in, get your library card, and you can check all this out for free and have a good time.
Tegan, thank you so much for taking the time and walking us through all of the possibilities here at the library. It always blows my mind what you guys have to offer.
Well, thank you for coming in and exploring with me.
We're going to take a short break. I'm going to take this adventure pack. We're going to go look at some bugs, and then we'll come back with more of the show.
Good morning, Vail.
All aboard!
Step on. Take a look around. And take a listen. Relax to the rhythm of the train on the tracks. For the kids, and the kid in all of us. The Leadville, Colorado and Southern Railroad.
America was built on a love for the outdoors. We are a nation of sportsmen, blessed with magnificent natural resources. With broad interests across water and field, we are united in our devotion to nature and conservation. Join us every week for the best shows celebrating the outdoor lifestyle. Outdoor America. Live free.
Hi, my name is Tegan Davis with the Eagle Valley Library District, inviting you to get a library card at any of our branches, Avon, Eagle, or Gypsum Public Libraries. If you're a visitor, a full-time resident, or just here for work, you can get a library card just by stopping in and bringing your photo ID. With your library card, you can check out anything in our libraries as well as our online collection. For more information, please visit evld.org.
Time to rise and shine? There's no better way to start your day than with Good Morning Vail Crew. Get your news, sports, weather, dining, community events, and so much more. We'll start your morning off right at 7 a.m. And now you can find us 7 days a week. You bring the coffee, we'll bring the fun. Live stream us at tv8vail.com or watch us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92. There's more for you on 92.
Good morning, Vail.
There's always so many great things taking place in and around the community, and it's so fun to get out there and participate in all of them. But Kevin, really, as much as I love to talk about what's happening in the community, I would just like to note where you are going on Friday and why you're going there.
Well, I'll be going to Nantes, France, which is southwest of where Paris is, over towards just below the Bordeaux region, western France, close to the coastline, and I'll be going over there to race for the USA team at the World Championships of BMX.
Yeah, so for those of you who did not know, Kevin is this totally insanely good BMX biker, and he's also a Good Morning Vail show host.
Yeah, lucky me. I get to sit here next to you, and I get to go to France in a few days and have some fun and enjoy some camaraderie. We've got, I think there's over, in my age category, the 30 and over, I think we have almost 300 participants from 28 countries.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's going to be so cool. We can't wait to hear kind of your experience and then how it goes when you get back, because you just are coming back from an injury.
Yeah, I had a broken kneecap that I managed to do at the GoPro Games in the dual slalom downhill. Very uneventful crash that resulted in a broken patella, but it wasn't displaced. And I did what my doctor said, kind of. And a lot of hyperbaric oxygen therapy is what I did to help the healing process. And honestly, this injury that I had, my doctor said was going to take 3 to 4 months, and it's only been 5 weeks, and I'm already on the bike. And, there's a little bit of stiffness in it, but I can't believe how far I've come. So,
which is incredible.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for sharing all of that with us. I just had to highlight how, cool you are.
Well, I'll send you some pictures from France.
Perfect. We'll show them up. We'll give updates of Kevin's journey while he's over in France.
Okay, yeah. Saturday when I get in, Saturday night, we have team meeting, a practice, and then racing starts heavy Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, well, good luck, and
Thanks.
We can't wait to see what's going on with you. But speaking of things that are going on, there's a lot going on in the community. I'm ready to run out of breath by going over all of it.
It's funny because we get into spring, and we start talking about the events that are taking place, and we have a nice event calendar, but it continues to build throughout the summer. And everything, I talked to Tess over at the Vail Performing Arts Center yesterday, and she said they are building on top of the schedule they already have, plus they're already into 2023, 2024 with events they're putting on the calendar. And she said it's going to be even better than what we're seeing this year.
Which is incredible, because what's going on up in Beaver Creek is so many activities for you to get up there and enjoy. And the Vail Performing Arts Center is a place that you always want to go participate in. It's got it's like a small venue feel, but it makes you feel like you're right up there with the artists. But it's kind of a big venue, 535 seats.
Yeah, you can fit a lot of people in. It's got the way they've designed that from an acoustical standpoint and from a visual standpoint, not a bad seat in the house. And it's just very up close and personal with the artist.
It is very up close and personal, and so you can go to their website, valarpac.org, to get your tickets. And you just saw the lineup of events. Old Crow Medicine Show, that's going to be a really fun one that's coming up before we know it. And then there's just so many more that are slowly trickling in. And I just got word that they are getting ready for their underground sound lineup before we know it, and they're booking incredible artists. They're upgrading from last year to this year, so it's going to be bigger and better than ever.
Yeah, stay tuned for that, because it's always a very nice series, and then if you buy the series package, you get some drink tickets that go along with it. So make sure you go to the website, valarpac.org, and check that out, because that's always a great series to attend.
While you're up in Beaver Creek right now, there's some great activities that are taking place on the daily, and today, one of them is Movies Under the Stars. This is a really fun activity for everyone in the family to get up there, enjoy it, watch a movie. They start the movies right as that sun starts to set, so around 8 p.m. is when they're going to kick things off. But there's just so many great food options, so you can get to-go food, you can go sit on the ice skating rink, and you can enjoy a meal with your Movies Under the Stars. It sounds like a great date night to me.
Great date night, great family night. Either way, the crew up in Beaver Creek, they put together world-class activities, and Movies Under the Stars is one of those where it's just mesmerizing. It's so clear when you get up there, and then they get the movie going. So, like you said, great date night.
A great date night, and then it continues throughout the course of the week as there's just more and more activities. On Thursdays, you can enjoy helmet fricker playing, the Fossil Posse. And then on Fridays, there's complimentary yoga. So maybe you need to get out, stretch a little bit, move your body. Well, that's something you can do on a Friday. And then on Saturday, speaking of move your body, is silent disco taking place up in Beaver Creek.
One of my favorite events, I was up there at the inaugural silent disco was that a couple of years ago at Birds of Prey when they first rolled it out. And it was a great time. Had my big fake fur coat on.
I actually remember seeing you at that activity because you were having more fun than anyone else on this dance floor. And I just walked up to him to say hi, and he gave me a hug, and then he pushed me on my way so that he could keep his dancing pants on.
That was fun. Good times. But up in Beaver Creek, get up there. BeaverCreek.com is a place to go. Check out all the activities, events, things that they've got going on up there. And make sure if you want to participate, be a participant. If you just want to be a spectator, kind of kick back and watch the crowd.
You can always enjoy everything taking place up in Beaver Creek. Now let's make our way down to Avon as we've got some great activities happening right now tonight. Avon Live.
Avon Live, that's for sure. Just a good time. They put on a great show. The pavilion there is beautifully positioned where you can see the lake, Nottingham Lake, the sunset, the mountains back there, and they've always got some great acts, which you can see up on the screen right now.
Yeah, and it's just a fun place to be. They always have really fun food trucks, whether it's Rocky Mountain Taco or whether it's the donut truck, whatever it is. It's really fun to just get out there, bring your picnic blanket, lay down on the grass, enjoy some live music, and then there's always those people up front dancing that just like bring it to life.
That's right. You've got the park, the pavilion, rain or shine, it takes place. Doors open at 5 o'clock. Music usually starts right there around the 5:30 time. Get out there and enjoy that. Great event.
There's always so many great things taking place in Avon, so make sure you check out their website for the full lineup of activities because on Sunday nights they do shows over there as well on the backside of the pavilion, which are absolutely incredible. Now I think we should make our way to Vail.
Let's go on over to Vail. Lots of things happening over at Vail, and I don't think one word sums it up, AMP.
Ooh, that's a good one. That's not what I was going to say, but...
What were you going to say?
I was going to say, like, festivities, because there's so many of them going on over in Vail.
Gosh, you've got music, you've
Farmers
got Farmers Market, and what are we tacking on to the Farmers Market this year? Because it's like an art festival, too.
What are we tacking on?
So it is the art festival and the Farmers Market on Sundays.
Yeah, and it's incredible.
Yep. They've got 16 weekends of fun and festivities going on, to use your word, and then 40 different food vendors that are in attendance each Sunday beginning at 9:30 in the morning.
So I was actually there this Sunday. I forgot my sunscreen, so the importance of sunscreen is real. My shoulders are a little bit crisp today.
Pink. Little pink.
Yeah, you know, just there's a nice little tint to them right now, but it's really fun to get out there. We got some peaches, we got some cherries, and the peaches are absolutely to die for. You have to eat them over the sink because they're just so juicy and full of life, and so you can get those from Palisade right now, and you got to get there because there was a line at the produce stand to get peaches.
You know what? I lived in Georgia for a while in Savannah, and all they talk about are Georgia peaches. And I said, you got nothing on Palisade peaches. And then I had some friends come out here from Georgia. They got to try these Palisade, and you know, you're right. They are way better than those Georgia peaches.
Just humble brags that we can do here in Eagle County is that we get our hands on those Palisade peaches pretty regularly. Yep. You can go to discovervail.com to see the entire lineup of activities, to maybe mark your calendar for Bravo Vail, Vail Jazz. Vail Dance Festival is about to kick off, so there's a lot of things taking place, and just make sure that you're in the know, so go to discovervail.com.
And make sure you tune in for the weather because there's a lot of weird weather patterns that are taking place, so we can let you know what to dress for, how to prepare for those outdoor adventures.
Yes, so we're going to take a short break. When we come back from the break, we're going to take another look at that local weather forecast, and then we're going to introduce you to Effect.
Good morning, Vail.
Hi there. Are you ready to explore famous neighborhoods from New York City to Kentucky? Watch The Neighborhood with host Nicole Newman. Featuring famous people, unique history, and delicious places to eat and drink. Our viewers get an inside personal look at each neighborhood. With each episode we learn, grow, laugh, and live like a local, not just a visitor. Welcome to The Neighborhood. Check your local program schedule and tune in.
In the heart of the Vail Village, on the corner of One Willow Bridge Road, across from Solaris, is Lamina Jewelry. We have one of the largest selections of designer, fine, and fashion jewelry in the Vail Valley. In addition to our unique and one-of-a-kind jewelry pieces, we have museum-quality fossils and minerals that you truly have to see to believe. We pride ourselves on our customer service and knowledge of your pieces. Come in as a customer, leave as a friend.
If you're looking for local sports coverage around Vail Valley, we've got you covered right here on The Scoreboard, where you can find exclusive sit-down interviews with some of the top athletes in all of Vail, Colorado. You can also count on The Scoreboard for live event coverage of the biggest sporting events going on all year long, ranging from the biggest high school matchups to the most popular recreational competitions. Make sure to watch on TV8 Vail every Tuesday and Friday at 6 and 10 p.m. or at thescoreboardnation.com. We can't wait to see you there.
Good morning, Vail.
This is a live shot of Lion's Head. First thing this morning, it's beautiful, it's green, and it is full of life. If you're looking for something to do, maybe on a daily activity, you can always go enjoy a gondola ride up there. And not only can you enjoy that gondola ride, but you can also mountain bike over there, which is a ton of fun. From what I hear, I'm a little bit too scared to do it, but I know that Kevin likes to get out there and enjoy his mountain biking. Throughout the course of today, we will see those temperatures warm up progressively. 62 degrees around 8 a.m., a high of 80 degrees, 50% chance of rainfall, so mostly sunny skies. Isolated thunderstorms later in the afternoon, southwest winds 5 to 15 miles an hour, and you can see how that storm front is going to slowly make its way in. We're seeing that sunshine take place into the early afternoon and then scattered thunderstorms by 4 p.m. Mostly sunny skies taking place around 8 p.m., but we are expecting a slight chance of precipitation overnight tonight as well. As we take a look at that I-70 corridor, the temperatures down in Denver are nice and warm, 95 degrees in Denver, 50% chance of precipitation, 80 degrees in Vail, 84 in Avon, 87 in Eagle, and you can see increased chances of precipitation along that entire I-70 corridor, meaning that we are seeing a low pressure system right here in the state of Colorado right now. As we take a look at Vail overnight, temperatures cooling down. 50 degrees is our overnight low. 30% chance of precipitation. Now that sun going down just a little bit earlier by the day. 8:30 is when we're going to see that sunset tonight. West-southwest winds 5 to 15 miles an hour. Now as we take a look ahead into the next 5 days tomorrow, 30% chance of precipitation, mostly sunny skies, warmer temperatures, and that's going to continue until about Monday next week, but we are going to see increased chances of moisture over the course of the weekend, so 50% chance of rainfall on both Saturday and Sunday. Now by Monday, we will see those temperatures drop down just a little bit, 78 degrees, 40% chance of precipitation. We want to thank the Beaver Creek Resort Company for bringing you this weather report this morning. If you're looking for something great to do August 11th through 14th, well, make sure that you check out the Beaver Creek Wine and Spirits Festival because it is so much fun. You're not going to want to miss it. Now we're going to take it over to Kevin, who's going to give us a look at that road report.
Thanks, Maddie. And yes, AAA is talking about this year. There are record numbers of travelers out there driving on the roads. Now, from Maddie's forecast here locally, you've got to be careful with some of these weather patterns that come in and out. For example, Floyd Hill on the way to Denver, Colorado, the sun glare is horrible as you come up there. Now, with the sun coming up a little bit early, we're not really seeing it during the rush hour times that we were seeing before. But as Maddie mentioned, those times are starting to close in now that we've reached the summer solstice. So we're going to see that again. So be careful with that sun glare as you're out there on the roadways. Also with the rainfall. The rain cascades down and creates hydroplaning when you're going up and down the pass and even on some of these secondary roads. So just make sure you slow it down. And when it's raining outside, take your time and get from point A to point B safely. Windshield wipers are a must. A lot of people I've seen in the auto stores right now buying new windshield wipers because the last thing you want is a blurred vision when you're out there and it's raining or when a truck comes by and sprays water on you. So just make sure you check all those little areas of your automobile before you get out there on the roadways to make sure you're safe. And if you're traveling across the state or across the country, you can check when you're coming through Colorado at codot.gov. Check on road conditions, construction. Right now there is a lot of construction going up over the pass. There's areas where it's down to one lane, and if you get behind a semi truck, they can only go so fast. So you've got to slow down, give them their distances, and don't forget, with that construction, a lot of construction vehicles are on and off the highway. So just make sure you know where you're going. Don't follow one of those vehicles off into the construction zone. I actually saw that the other day, and the person had to try to get back out on the road. So there's plenty of signage. Take your time, read that, obey those speed limits because they're out there for a reason to keep you safe, other drivers safe, but more importantly, some of our highway workers that are out there on the roads. So the message of the day, take your time. Go check out codot.gov, plan your trip appropriately, and make sure that automobile you're driving is in tip-top shape. We'll be back soon with more Good Morning Vail.
Good morning, Vail.
Here at Sun and Ski Sports, we are all about helping you find the right gear for your best adventure. Come explore our selection of skis, snowboards, bikes, clothing, and footwear. Stop by our full-service shop to learn more about how we help keep your equipment at peak performance and our assortment of rentals. Remember, whatever your adventures may be, you can find all your gear here at Sun and Ski Sports. Call or visit us in Avon or Dillon or learn more at sunandski.com.
Coming up this season on Ready, Set, Renovate, real homeowners tackle really big renos.
Welcome to the ugliest house in the neighborhood.
It's a wild ride from before to after.
If we go to the tile store one more time, only one of us is coming out alive.
Well, I didn't know he was going to do all that.
Between the budget and the timeline, it's makeover madness.
Live life to the fullest and relax with Simply Massage. With the lowest prices in the Vail Valley, there is something for everyone. We offer Swedish, deep tissue massages, neuromuscular, reflexology, and cupping. Treat yourself to aromatherapy with essential oils or CBD oils. We offer 60 or 90-minute packages. Go to simplymassage.com or call 970-748-1600 to book an appointment today.
Good morning, Vail.
We've always got such great programming taking place in our community for the children, and right now School of Rock is about to kick off, which is a ton of fun, and I've got the experts in the space, Jake Wolf and Wendy Reimel, joining me on the couch. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you both so much for being here.
Thanks for having us.
It's really cool what you guys do, and EFECT as an entire in our community does some really great work, and you guys do a lot of incredible things to make sure that the kids here are living their best lives.
Oh, that's
thank
very
you.
well
That's
said,
such a
man.
compliment.
Give me goosebumps.
Well, I mean,
Say it like
as a
that.
child that grew up here, I know, and I've seen it, and I've watched it throughout the course, from things like Project Funway to some of the other big activities that you guys do, and so now, with School of Rock kicking off, all kids can have access to music.
I think it's brave of you to admit that you've grown up. I'm still working on that, every day.
Might have been a bold statement on my end, but yeah, we'll say that.
But we believe children have a right to music and arts and education, and EFEC provides a perfect, I don't know, not a stopgap. You guys provide a.
It's a really cool camp. One, because it gives kids the opportunity to work with Jake, our local Grammy-nominated music teacher and performer and somebody who's really great and engages with the kids, but it also raises funds that we put back into the classroom. So when kids go back to school in the fall, the money that the camp, your tuition, your fees, and donations pay for music and arts in the classroom in Eagle County schools. So it's a really cool win-win across the board.
It's great. I believe strongly in the ukulele, whatever you want to call it. The recorders are great, but it's really hard to sing and play a recorder at the same time, right? Like that's you're Letterman bound if you can manage to do that. But the ukulele is a great way to get into other stringed instruments, and we teach the kids several things. We're going to work on some body mechanics this year. We do yoga every year, but I feel like stretching is an important thing. I suffered from a little carpal tunnel, and I had to get that adjusted by these guys. And so, yeah, here's the shots of the camp. The kids every day they're learning how to hula hoop if they haven't done that already. They get together and we do some music on the stage. We also kick it off with some yoga in the morning to get the body and the mind flowing together. We also do some meditation and chanting in the pitches of the keys that the songs are going to be in for the day. So every day has its own theme and a certain amount of songs. And so the kids are gearing up for performance at the end of the week. That's the Minturn, the stage right there, and they're all geared up to perform at the end of the week. This year we're doing 2 weeks, which is awesome because we're going to have a group of kids. If they come back for the second week, they'll be a little bit more advanced. Something else I've been trying to do for years is to tie in the Minturn Community Fund concert on that Thursday night. So we got it. I don't know if I told you this.
Oh, fantastic.
We got it.
That's great news. Cool.
So it's going to be Johnny Schlepper and myself, Schlepp and Wolf, and we're going to have the kids. And the kids from the first week can come back, and the kids from the second week will be there. And we have our performances on Friday. There's all kinds of things that go on at the camp too. Like the kids get some face painting. It's not music all day. It's really hard to put 6 hours of music into the kids a day. But all the things we do, like the hula hooping, and we get them to play the ukulele while they're hula hooping simultaneously. Ukalooping.
I like it.
Patent pending on that one. And it really opened up their ability to play with more rhythm. Yeah, there you go. She's singing, playing, and she hadn't played anything ever in her life. So this is like day 4 or 5, and she's playing the ukulele, singing a song, and hula hooping at the same time. And the kids have a lot of freedom in that they get to choose, what they're going to do. We reach out to the parents in advance and see if we can get some response as to what the kids are listening to. And then the first day we take some suggestions and stuff. And I mean, I made this camp as if I was going to be in it.
Right.
Because when I was a kid, I was a little disenfranchised. I didn't have great music teachers, sorry. But they didn't inspire me. And whatever we can do to inspire the children to be more creative will, I think, result in a less divisive society, because if the kids are already geared to work together, even if their opinions are different, they still have to come out with an outcome. You're making music, you're making something as a group, and you're coming out with something that you've worked together for a long time on. And I think that's very important, especially in today's climate.
I think it's very important, and I think it's really cool to watch. So I have identical twin brothers. One of them is really into sports and athletics, and one of them is really into science and art. And so the one who's always been super into athletics has just recently found this outlet in learning how to play the guitar. And so you can see it, how it helps kids transform. And then you can see that they get to use that creative part of their brain, which is something that I feel like we've been missing so much of. And when you think of art programs and music programs and education foundations, really, those are always the first to go. And it is so incredible that we have such a good education system here, that it's one of those things that we strive so hard to keep.
It's true. It's hard to quantify numerically the value of arts, because when you test in math or reading or English, you have this definitive outcome. Right. But in music, you don't know what it's going to do, or art, or any art. You don't know what it's going to do down the road to expand that kid's mind. And because they can't quantify it immediately, like you said, it kind of gets, well, we can, they don't need music this year. We'll give them counseling for whatever the problem is,
right,
that we're having in the world today.
Right, but there are huge studies also that say things like music therapy can help in the grand scheme of things. And so to have just something that's going to help this remain in our community and be part of these kids' upbringing is so magnificent. And this isn't the only thing that you guys do. You continue working on making the kids' education better here, which is something that is so important and so valuable to our community that I feel like it's so important that we get to highlight you guys.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Wendy kills it. I mean, you guys are always helping out everywhere.
It's all of our future and the next generation. And, you know, in Colorado, where we don't fund education the way that it should be, it's really important work. So we're going to keep at it.
They crush it.
They do. I know they crush it. I had the opportunity to work with these ladies not that long ago, and just getting to be in their presence, getting to see how they ran things was such an incredible learning opportunity for me now as a semi-adult.
Are you going to come visit this camp?
I would really like to.
I would really love to have you. We have special guests. There's a couple of those pictures that I shot. You know, Chris Anthony came by one year, and it was before he did the Mangart thing. And if you know anything about that, the way he put that together musically was, to me, that's more impressive than the story itself, is that how he wrote a symphony with the symphony and never read a note of music. And he came to the camp before that all went down and was inspiring the kids on that level. And we have local musicians that come through, touring musicians that come through. People like to throw down and have a good time. The kids get to play with the full bands. They get to see different arrangements. They get to meet, you know, different people in the music industry. And it's a lot of fun. And please.
We'll talk.
This is not like an on-air, like I'm genuinely...
I'm doing it.
As if we were off camera, please. Like you...
We just shook on it on live
You
TV.
would have a hard time not having a good time.
I don't doubt that. So if people are interested in getting their kids in the program, how can they do so?
They should go to our website, efec.org, and under programs, there's School of Rock. There's a link there to sign up. And if you have any questions or any problems, just call the phone number at the bottom of our website, and I'll help you out.
You guys are so incredible. Thank you for all that you do for our community. Thank you for providing the music for the children. We are all out of time, but I really appreciate you guys being here this morning.
Thanks for having us.
Yep, we
Good to see you.
appreciate it.
See you in a couple weeks.
Yeah, you will. We're going to talk about this off camera.
Bye, everybody.
Make sure that you go to efec.org to enroll your kids in this great program, because it's just one of those few things that we get to cherish here, is how much education we have and how much we have to offer and how incredible it is in our community. We're going to take a short break. When we come back from the break, we're going to introduce you to Chris Botkins.
Good morning, Vail.
The mountains are a place for adventure and a space for renewal. Enjoy our cozy piece of the mountain. Relax and reset in total tranquility after any adventure. We offer therapeutic massage and restorative facials with some of the best remedies and techniques nature has to offer. Ask about our Hydrofacial MD facial system that uses patented technology to extract and infuse the skin. Our locally owned boutique spa is located inside the Highline Vail. Nourish your mind and body. Discover True Vail at Après Massage and Facials.
It's the fastest half hour in television. Toyota's Race Week takes you inside the high-speed world of NASCAR. Go behind the scenes for a look into the high adrenaline world of motorsports and hear from your favorite drivers as they discuss the drive to a championship. If you love NASCAR, you won't want to miss Toyota's Race Week.
I'm Blake O'Rulian.
Do you love the outdoor lifestyle? Well, then we've got you covered in 4 great mountain towns: Park City, Utah, Vail, Colorado, Steamboat Springs, Colorado, and Reno, Tahoe.
You can tune in to Park City TV, TV8 Vail, or at thescoreboardnation.com.
We'll see you there every day at 6:30 p.m.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. We talk a lot, whether it's talking about being on the roadways or out there on the trails and having fun, just to be safe and take care of yourself. Well, I'm here with Sergeant Chris Botkins from the Vail Police Department to kind of go over some things that are going on and some tips when you're out there.
Yeah.
But let's talk about, you are so involved in the community. You and the Vail Police Department get out there and do things and interact with everyone in the community. I know we talk about during the holiday season, shop with a cop, but you've got some community outreach programs now going on.
Yeah, we've got some big events coming up. It's kind of the peak of that summer event season. We kind of kicked it off yesterday. We had our first Town of Vail community picnic out at Bighorn Park out in East Vail. Nice. Great turnout. A couple hundred people showed up. It was a great day out there to interact with everybody. And if you missed that one, we've got another one coming up on August 9th at Donovan Pavilion from 11:30 to 1. So come on out there, enjoy some lunch. Tons of different town departments. Obviously, the police department will be out there, but fire department will be out there talking about wildfire safety and mitigation, short-term rentals, noxious weeds, all the different soul power events coming up. So it'll be a great event coming up.
That's neat to get out there and interact with the community. I know everybody appreciates it. They always have fun. And now open houses and things like that you've got going on?
Yeah, a couple big ones also. First couple weeks of August, we have National Night Out coming up. And then that is obviously a national event, happens throughout the country on the first Tuesday in August. That'll be August 2nd this year. Our event in Vail is going to be at Station 3 out in West Vail, the fire department there, from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. So we'll have all different activities out there. We'll have our mobile communications unit, and of course, most importantly, a bouncy house, hot dogs and hamburgers and all that kind of stuff.
That is the most important part. You got to get the bouncy house and hot
Exactly.
dogs. You know, check out the community center and everything, but get into the bouncy house, get a hot dog. And
that's it. And those events are happening throughout the county too. Avon's holding 3 different locations. Eagle County is down in Edwards, Eagle, Gypsum, Basalt. So all around the same time frame on the same night. So whatever community you live in right there, there's going to be one available for you.
Nice. Now, one thing I really enjoy seeing is the cohesiveness of all the police departments. You've got Vail, obviously, Avon, Gypsum. We were talking earlier about I was out for Gypsum Days, and I saw a lot of the officers over there kind of helping out. It's kind of neat to see that synergy happen between all the departments.
Yeah, with all these big events, you know, we utilize it in Vail for all our large events. We always try to incorporate different agencies in there because simply we don't have the staffing to get all the officers there that we need to make the event safe, and vice versa down for Gypsum Days and the Avon Fireworks or drone show, those kind of things. We all work interspersed. So
yeah, and then with the fire department too, you know, the community outreach programs with the open house and all that kind of stuff. So the National Night Out's a big one, and that draws everybody together. Now, I was talking earlier when we were doing the road report about some safety out on the roads as people are out there. What other tips do you have?
You know, the name of the game this time of year with all the construction going on, and, you know, it's a big inconvenience out there, but it's patience. Right. You know, have patience. Not everybody knows the rules of the road. When you're dealing with roundabouts and things like that, not everybody's used to those. Is just be patient, drive defensively, keep your head on a swivel, so to speak, so you know what's going on around you. And drive as predictably as possible.
Right.
Try to, not make any sudden turns or stuff like that, and expect everybody else to make those sudden turns.
Right.
So
yeah. I hate to say the word profile, but I do this a lot as I'm driving around. You see license plates, and if you see somebody from out of state, I don't want to mention any states in particular, but a lot of them don't know how to navigate in and out of a roundabout. So you do have to be very patient, drive defensively, and keep your eyes on the road and off your phone.
Exactly. We were talking earlier, sometimes it's difficult for us as law enforcement to tell the difference between somebody who's driving while intoxicated or somebody who's just messing around on their phone looking for directions or something like that. So, stay off the phones and keep your eyes on the road.
Yeah, impaired drivers and drivers just on their phones, they kind of drive in that same weaving motion.
Yes, just not paying attention. Yeah.
Now, how about wildlife? We've had a lot of rainfall, a lot of things different this year. How's the wildlife situation been?
The wildlife, at least in Vail, has been very good this year. Because of the rain, like you said, those berry crops and all the different plants that the bears normally eat are keeping them up out of town to a certain extent. In addition to that, we've taken a little bit more harsh stance on our enforcement for dawn to dusk or animals entering your trash cans, leaving them out when you're not supposed to, things like that.
Right.
If you've received a warning before, more than likely you're going to get a citation or a summons this time. So that's helped a little bit in, educating the public, a little bit more enforcement education. So, but it's been very good this year.
Nice, nice. Well, I can't thank you enough for all you do, Sergeant. You're out there keeping us safe, and the entire Vail Police Department, Avon Police Department, and Gypsum Police Department, again, working hand in hand to make sure these events are safe and controlled. And again, everything you guys do, we greatly appreciate.
Absolutely. Glad to do it.
Well, be safe out there on the roads, and we'll be back in a moment with more Good Morning Vail.
Good morning, Vail.
Follow your favorite extreme sports athletes with the Telly Award-winning show, The Line. If you're an adrenaline junkie and need a daily dose of base jumping, skydiving, highlining, biking, kayaking, and more, then look no further. We've got you covered. Catch JT Holmes, Andy Lewis, Cam Zink, and many more extreme sport athletes here on The Line. Check your local listings for more information.
When people think of world-class destinations, they're drawn to a place that provides opportunities for fine dining, shopping, superior lodging, exciting events, and unparalleled outdoor activities. Park City, Utah, and Vail, Colorado are renowned destinations for travelers and extraordinary homes for residents. Feature your exceptional products and services in these two luxury communities. Advertise with Park City Television and TV8 Vail. Contact us today.
Good morning, Vail.
Speaking of those roadways, this is a live shot from Glenwood Canyon. First thing this morning, you can definitely see traffic moving along the roadways. Now, this is one of those places where you have to be extra careful, and especially as we see this precipitation roll in, only because the flash flood warnings that come through Glenwood Canyon can be really intense, and you just want to make sure that you don't get trapped on either side of the canyon. But for today, we are expecting increased chances of moisture to come our way. 62 degrees around 8 a.m., a high of 80 degrees throughout the course of today, 50% chance of precipitation. Mostly sunny skies, isolated thunderstorms, southwest winds 5 to 15 miles an hour. Now, as we take a look at Vail by the hour, you can see that cloud coverage increasing throughout the course of today. So beautiful sunshine first thing this morning, continuing into early in the afternoon, and then those scattered thunderstorms likely around 4 p.m. Now, as we take a look at that I-70 corridor, maybe you're making your way down to the Front Range. The temperatures down there are nice and warm. They are seeing an increased chance of precipitation in Denver as well. 95 degrees in Denver, 50% chance of moisture. 80 degrees in Vail with a 50% chance of precipitation. 84 in Avon with that 50% chance of moisture. 87 in Eagle with that 40% chance of precipitation. So a low pressure system that's going to make its way over that I-70 corridor. So like Kevin and Sergeant Watkins were just saying, just give yourself that little bit of extra travel time, slow down, and be safe on those roadways. Now, as we take a look at Vail overnight tonight, temperatures cooling down. 50 degrees is our overnight low. 30% chance of precipitation. Partly cloudy skies. That sun setting at 8:30 p.m. West-southwest winds 5 to 15 miles an hour. As we take a look ahead into the next 5 days, tomorrow, 30% chance of precipitation, mostly sunny skies, high of 82. continuing into Friday, a high of 84 degrees. And then into the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, increased chances of precipitation. Those temperatures are remaining into the 80s, though. 84 degrees on Saturday. Afternoon storms are very likely, continuing into Sunday as well. And then by Monday, we'll see those temperatures cool off just a little bit. But if you need any rain gear at all, Sun & Ski Sports is your place to go. And we want to thank them for bringing you this weather report this morning. Kevin, what a great show filled with some solid information.
Great show, good stuff. FX, they do such a wonderful job here in the community, and obviously the Vail Police Department and everything they do. From your weather forecast, you know, preparedness is going to be the key to everything this weekend as we move in with these events happening. Know what's going on, be prepared, and make sure that you've got everything you need.
I'm only smiling and a little bit giggling because you were talking about windshield wipers, and I have one on the back of my car, you know?
One.
And, well, one, yes, always. But it's like dangling now,
Yeah,
the
it's good.
windshield wiper
It's
strip.
ineffective. That's very...
Yeah. I was like, oh, man, this is...
Looks like we need to go down to the auto parts store and snap a new one on.
Yeah, if you could help me with that would
I would
be
love
great.
to.
Oh, thank you very much. That's all I need right there. You heard it here, folks. Change your windshield wipers, and especially if it's hanging on by a thread.
Yeah, and with the lightning out there, make sure that you're careful if you're out there on the weekends, hiking, biking, take proper cover. If a lightning storm pops up, which looks like it's going to happen this weekend. Last night, there was some thunder rolling in, and I know my new little puppy, Hope, was having a little difficulty with it. She got real excited and was doing a lot of whining, but just be prepared for that.
B was on my bed just like watching out the window, but you could see where the lightning was touching down across from us, right above that Gore Creek area or Gore Range area, and then the thunder was so loud that it was shaking my house, and so B was a little bit on the scared side as well.
Kind of shaking it like her barks do. She's got that booming bark.
Yeah. Before we went on camera with Sergeant Chris Botkins, I asked him what I should do if Beatrice and I approach a bear together, especially because sometimes when they're super hungry and they're in the neighborhood, they don't just turn around. They just stand there and look at you, and she is a force to be reckoned with, and he said to just turn, walk away, and if not, they probably will because she is the size of them.
Yeah. Yeah, I caught one outside my house, walked out and surprised it. It surprised me. I think we both ran, so... That happens.
It definitely happens. If you're looking for something fun to do tonight, make sure that you check out the Beaver Creek lineup of Movie Under the Stars, or that you check out the Avon Live lineup for some great live music.
Yeah, and go over to Discover Vail. DiscoverVail.com is the website to look to see everything that's happening over there, whether it's the farmers market, an art festival, anything going on at the amphitheater, including Hot Summer Nights, which has been an amazing series this summer.
Tune in tomorrow. We'll be live from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. and we can't wait to see you here.
See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning,
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown